Hello guys, Jonas here bringing you another shoutcast. Today I actually have select a Terran player on the bottom right corner. The top left corner I'm going to have VPCursed. Cursed is from my very own team, VP Gamers, and I definitely look forward to a great game for you. VPCursed is on his way to Grandmasters. He's a very high Masters player, about 1,200 points I believe, #1 in his division, and playing a lot of top players like Select you see right here. Select, everybody knows who Select is. He placed I think #3 or #4 in MLG Dallas and is just dominating the ladder, has been dominating the ladder since beta, and just a very good player. So I definitely look forward to some great stuff in this matchup between these two Terran players. TVT on JonusHK is always a fun thing to see. I haven't posted a lot of Terran matches, so I really look forward to this match. Terran Terran versus Terran. You usually see either a few things. You might see both players go bio builds. Either they can go with 1-1-1 build with siege tanks and marine mixture. They can go with Banshees really fast and put on some really bad harassment, possibly even a fast expand. I mean, there's just so many different different things you can do, and we won't know until we actually get a little bit further into this game what direction they will take. We do have Select actually throwing down his barracks, and the same thing up here on the top left corner is going to be Cursed throwing down his barracks. He's going to be throwing with a little bit faster gas, so as you can see there, while we have Select not going any gas yet. So possibly going to go for like a fast expand build is what I'm going to assume he's going to do, since he isn't getting any gas at this point in the game. Usually we would see a refinery right after his barracks goes down if he was going to go with some sort of tech build, or even go with some more bio build. But since we don't see any gas yet, we're probably going to assume he is going to go with a fast expand. We do see both players actually bringing their SCVs out to scout, and we do have Cursed actually working its way inside Select space first, so he's going to be able to see exactly what is going on in Select space. He's going to see there's no gas, so he's going to probably assume fast expand off of this build, and he's going to get out of this base just in time before that marine actually completes. While on the other side of the map we have Select actually going to the wrong base. He's actually probably going to be denied some scouting, possibly by this one little marine plus a second one actually being built. And he might not be able to get any scouting information out early on actually. Here he goes up to the ramp, and he is going to back away right away, so he is going to be denied the scout completely. And Curse is going to have a little bit of a, an advantage early on in this game, but not a big advantage. He is going to be throwing a tech lab down. So he's probably going to go with a Reaper or Marauder first. I have seen actually Terran players starting to go with a little bit of Reaper builds early on, just for scouting purposes, and possibly get lucky and get a couple SCV kills as well. SCV does go down for, looks like Select did kill that SCV trying to scout out, so there was actually going to be a loss there, and Select does have the control over the map a little bit. They're controlling that Zelnaga, which is very good to have, considering we are going to see a Reaper come out here very shortly, and Select might be able to scout this before it actually happens. And we are going to see Cursed throw down his expansion, but the expansion for actually Select is going to be about almost completed here, about 70% done. And we do have Select throwing down a second barracks here, getting 2 gas now after getting his expansion down, so he is going to be starting to pump that gas. And we do have that Reaper actually making his way across the map. Oh my goodness, so it is going to be scouted by this Marine, and that is awesome for Select. Is he going to react to this? He did actually get his Marines up to the high ground. They were at the low ground, and he is going to be getting probably in position here very shortly to deal with this Reaper. The Reaper is going to be going into the base. Select is not in position quite yet to deal with this Reaper, and he is going to bring his Marines down here to the left. He might be able to get in here and get a couple kills and some good scouting information. Here he goes. He's going to come in here. Is he going to get a couple SCV kills? One is going to go down possibly. No, it does get away, and he is going to get these Marines in position to kill this Reaper. This Reaper is not even going to get a scout out either. So, oh my goodness, that was kind of a waste of a Reaper completely, and resources there. He doesn't see anything besides the barracks he already saw. He does see the 2 refineries there, but that's not going to really give him much information at all to deal with any type of scouting information. He is going to throw down a 3rd expansion here, or a 2nd expansion. So he's going to be working off 3 bases here possibly. That's a very bold move from Cursed though. It could pay off big time, or it can actually be very bad for him if it's actually scouted, or if we do have Select actually moving out to put some pressure on. It could be very bad. His expansion is completed, but look at this. We do have this expansion already being saturated from Cursed, and this 3rd actually was completed. So even though he actually was able to get his expansion up first. Another Reaper comes in here and was able to, I don't think, kill anything. Looks like he did lose one worker there. So he did kill one worker there, and he was able to scout the expansion and the starport there. Killed the SCV actually working on that starport is what he did. But yeah, I mean, he's going to be probably ahead still, 29 to 28. We do have him actually not ahead, and the worker count select is going to be ahead, well, by one SCV there. But having that orbital command actually not started right away, he wasn't able to produce any SCVs to get way ahead since he is working off 3 bases now. That's cursed, that is. And we are going to see select move across the map, take the Xel'Naga Tower once again, push this Marine out of the way. But we do have Cursed actually working on his third base here, second expansion. Pushing with some Marines here. The Marines are going to be picked off here, though. There's too many Marines to deal with. Select is going to have to back away here and probably get these picked off on, unfortunately. You know, he does get them away. But yeah, we do have STEM going down for Cursed because he does have that tech lab, and we don't have any tech labs for Select, but Select is going to have the starport up, has a Banshee up, and also has Cloak actually on the way as well. While we don't even have a starport actually being produced yet from Cursed. Cursed is going to go with a siege tank with a bunch of Marines, and he is throwing down the engineering barrier to deal with that cloaked Banshee, though, so he is going to be in a good position here. We do have Marines pushing across the map here, probably going for the Xel'Naga Tower from Cursed. Cursed is going to be able to easily be able to take this Xel'Naga Tower back from Select. So we do have a little bit of Xel'Naga Tower wars going on. Select doing a great job holding both those Xel'Nagas, though, and we are going to see Select actually start to defend this ramp here and secure his expansion. Worker count is going to be 40 to 38, a little bit in favor of Select here, but the thing is we do have more mules for Curse, which is going to bump him in ahead here once he gets those down. And there's 3 mules already working on here, so you're going to see this actually mineral count boost in the favor of Curse here very shortly, probably, since there's only 2 mules there, and there it goes right there, takes effect. We are going to see a 1 attack weapons and also combat shields actually being researched for Cursed as well, while we have no upgrades for the infantry yet for Select. Select finally getting some tech labs down, working on a 3rd barracks as well, and also getting that siege tank out as well with siege already completed there. We do have a Banshee on the field, and it is going to be starting to make its way across the map. We actually have one Banshee already at the base, and it's going to start picking off. Already has 3 kills. I completely missed that. How noobish of me. And we are going to see him actually start to pick off more workers. 5 kills already on this Banshee here, and forcing a lot of SCVs to be off the actual mine, picking off some Marines as well. And my goodness, there's a lot of work being done on this. This Banshee is doing a great job. Survives killing all the Marines at this base, kicking butt over here. 14 kills on this Banshee, and it's still not done. Where the heck is the Vikings or something to deal with this Banshee? And this is not looking good at all for Cursed. Cursed is, I'm trying to find out what he's doing here. And my goodness, that's a lot of harassment done. Even picking off the mules now. A mule goes down with plenty of energy left on it. 19 kills on this freaking mule here, or this Banshee, and it finally dies after doing an unbelievable job doing some harassment there. So that was definitely not good for Cursed at all. We're looking at the worker count 58 to 42 now, way in the favor of Select, and Select is just doing a great job here, putting the pressure on, and we are going to see Cursed push across the map here, but this is pretty much protected pretty well there. Even another Banshee coming in here to do some harassment, but there's a lot of troops actually rolling in. Nobody has line of sight, though. No Medivacs, no Vikings for either player, and this Banshee's going to see this expansion and start to possibly pick off some more SCVs. It might die, though. Ooh, it gets close to dying there. And we are going to see him actually go and secure this outside the front base of Select, and coming across the map here, getting in position to do some siege damage here. And he is going to start moving in here and doing some work. This expansion does get canceled there, and we are going to see Cursed actually just come in here and slowly push up to the choke here. Both players scanning away, but we are going to see Cursed actually back away now. And we have Select actually stemming up. This could be very bad, though, for Stem, or for both players are losing a lot of Marines there. And we are going to see Select actually get an advantage here, even taking the scan to pick off the siege tank, and the stem goes down again, and all the siege tanks get picked off from Cursed there. Cursed loses all of his siege tanks, and we do have Select now pushing across the map, and probably getting the advantage now. He knows he's behind. He knows he needs to get the expansion. Here we go. We are going to see it, them push across the map. The siege tanks are already in the way, and they're going to pick off all these Marines here. And that was not good for Cursed at all, losing all those Marines there to those siege tanks. And these siege tanks are now actually on its way across the map, trying to get in position to kill these siege tanks. Not exactly the best idea from Select there, I don't think. He's going to lose all of his siege tanks from that, from these 3 siege tanks and a Marine and a SCV there. And when we look at the SCV count, 70 to 53 though. Select with a commanding a lead. If we look at the income, 15 to 1300, we are going to have Cursed behind. And we have Curse working on his upgrade still, doing with that attack for the armor. He already has 1 attack on his Marines, while we have actually no upgrades for Select here. Select, actually, I'm sorry, he does have 1 attack. I'm just blind. And he's going to be working on his expansion here. He's working on his second base, his second expansion. And he's even building a sensor tower, which is a very good thing to do. That way he knows when his opponent is trying to move in. And not looking good for Cursed at this point. He was ahead in the bases early on, but the problem is he's going to be so far behind in the worker count. He's starting to catch back up, 62 to 76. But we are going to see another engagement here very shortly. We do have Cursed moving in with his Marines here, and he is going to be able to pick off a couple Marines there. And he's slowly pushing, which is a really good idea. You don't want to push in too fast there. Select has a commanding lead though in the army size though. And we are going to see him Cursed push across on the top of the map instead and go for the other Xel'Naga tower, trying to actually find a way to get in position. And we are going to see him push back down below. He needs to be very careful though, because Select is getting his siege tanks in position. Here comes the attack. Going to go for the siege tank here. The Marines in the back from the attack here. The other siege tank going to do a lot of splash damage to these Marines. All these Marines are dying honestly from both sides, though. That battle is pretty even. Besides, the siege tank count is going to be a little bit ahead for Curse though. He's going to be ahead 4 to 2 here, and it is going to be back-to-back attacks here from both players. And we do have Curse taking the Xel'Naga tower, has line of sight advantage here because of the Xel'Naga, but then again we have Select with the Medivacs that are giving him line of sight, so it's really going to be honestly whoever can get into better position here to deal with these armies, and whoever can macro up the heaviest. Right now Select is taking a very, very massive lead here. 164 to 128 is the army count, but we do have these siege tanks actually being worked on. Select only has 1 siege tank left, while we have Cursed has a lot of weakened siege tanks, but he does have the count ahead. And 83 to 71 is the worker count. So I mean, we do have Select actually taking advantage of this game and getting ahead, while we have Cursed just trying to do a good job and stay ahead here. Select is going to have line of sight with these Medivacs, and Vikings now going to go for these siege tanks that are lined up here. Marines going to come in here while these siege tanks are not sieged up, able to pick off 1 more siege tank. There's only 2 siege tanks left. He does back up. He has a lot of Marines and siege tanks, so he's doing a great job macroing up, going for another expansion here as well, which will put him ahead in bases finally. And then we do have him pushing across the map. This is not looking good for Curse. Curse is finally bringing some reinforcements. 1 more siege tank coming in here as well, but this siege tank is going to die, and I don't know what Curse can do at this point. He's looking like he's going to fall behind. And Select is going to push right in here, pick off a lot of Marines and siege tanks with his Marines that are stemmed up with Medivacs. And we have Select actually taking full control of the map now, and not looking good at all for Cursed. He is going to be losing a lot here. Another siege tank goes down as well. We are going to see more siege tanks and Marines reinforce Select here coming across the map. And we do have Select just slowly pushing here, and Curse is trying to stay in this game. Throwing up another base is actually starting to be fully saturated. Once again, worker count is going to be 85 to 83 now, almost even. But when we look at the army sizes here, 109 to 62 is the army size in favor for Select, and worker count is going to be in favor of him as well. And obviously the economy is going to be in favor of Curse here, because he is going to be saturating all 4 bases before Select. So he does have a chance to come back, but it's going to be very, very hard for him to. But we do have Select pushing across the map once again, picking off a lot of armies. All these Marines are going to take down all the siege tanks and the Marines, and I think that might be GG, unfortunately, for Cursed. unless he can pull something out of his bag of tricks here. But he is going to be losing another base probably, or one base here on top. All these siege tanks are going to be going down, and there is the GG. And we do have Select actually taking control of that and winning, and that is going to be this game. Woo! I am trying to get, like I said the last game, I'm still half asleep, so I am all over the place, but I'm trying to get back up and going here. I do hope you enjoyed that. I actually had Curse sending or posting that replay, so there's proof that just because a VP Gamer replay comes up does not mean that VP is going to win. So don't just always assume that VP is going to have all wins when we see the replays. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that game. Select is a great player. Curse is a great player as well. But I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.